Okay, let me explain to you. This is how a carpenter builds a switch. See, I don't have a milling machine. I had a real good friend out east that he'd made a few points for me, but I kept needing them faster than he had time to make them. But he was kind enough to do that. But I'm going to show you here that even if you can't make a frog, this is 5/8 inch rail, aluminum rail. I got my main rail going through, and I use 1/4 inch dowels. And then on the back side of the seat or foot of the rail, I grind it out so I got a distance. And that way my flange rides right on top of it. Same way with my guardrails. Nice and quiet and smooth. So if you can't find somebody to help you, and even if you offer to pay them, they don't want to help sometimes. So I made this. It takes 4 rails, 4 8-foot rails. Now on my points, right here, I made a jig, and I keep my old carbide blades for when they're done with wood. Elsa's going to sleep, looks like. But anyway, I put my rail, and I run this along my fence, and always wear goggles because you kick up a lot of stuff, a lot of shavings. And I can actually make my point rails, and I put them on a belt sander. So see, I can cut the back side of the rail with table saw on my jig, and then this side, I have a carbide tip router that I use to take this headpiece off, and I belt sand it down a little bit. And this here is just an actuator for running the pieces here, and I probably got the wrong polarity. Oh, no, I got the right one. The only thing on this one, I'm a little too close right here. I gotta set this back a little bit. I had the wrong measurement there, but that's the thing. When you build it yourself, you can fix it yourself. And so it's just because you don't have the right tools doesn't mean you can't do it. And so, but anyway, this I think it's like a number 12 switch because right at 12 inches from here out, I'm 1 inch apart. I don't know if I got that right or not, but I got about 30 of these switches out on the line now, and so they're just really good, and I'm happy with them, and I didn't have to pay for the frogs. So anyway, have a good one. Bye. Yeah, I know, I forgot to say, you take this here and you flip it over and put another rail in it so you can do a right left. See? So it makes an 18-inch point. I don't know if you can read that on there or not. But anyway, it took a while before I got the bevel. You'll have to figure it out yourself. It's not that hard. So